Hey everyone, Ben here with news of the most incredible season update I think I've ever seen coming to iRacing. It's no exaggeration to say that in a few weeks' time, when Season 2 2024 lands in iRacing, the title will never be the same again. The latest dev update is a gargantuan read, so let me quickly break down the highlights for you and make sure to stick around to the end. The content drops and teasers just keep coming. First up, as expected, rain will be dropping in the new season update, but what is surprising is how extensive its implementation will be. I imagined it would be limited to 1 or 2 series and then rolled out across the sim over multiple season updates, but it appears it will be broader than that. The Tempest system will be foundationally deployed across all series on the service, but enabled by the iRacing team on a series by series basis, and it won't be in every round of the season either, but in select weeks of the racing schedule. More specifically, the dev update reveals that all GT3, GTP and LMP2 cars will be wet weather ready for next season, alongside the Ray FF1600, the Toyota GR86 and the FIA F4, with many more to follow in subsequent seasons. And if you want me to prioritise testing out the new wet weather system online next season, make sure you like this video and get subscribed to the channel so you don't miss it. But back to matters at hand, the dev update goes even further in terms of describing the level of detail, variability and realism which underpins the Tempest wet weather system. It's at pains to make clear that this is not a gamified implementation of wet weather. For better or worse, rain will fall in line with realistic weather patterns. Forecasts will be fallible, the racing will be unpredictable, especially in longer races and endurance sessions. The good news then is that iRacing's in-game spotter and crew chief have also seen improvements to help you deal with this variability, including on tyre selection and pit strategy. We also have more details when it comes to the physics underpinning wet weather racing, including the counterintuitive fact that in the rain, the racing line might offer up less grip than less well-rubbered parts of the track. I can't wait to see how this plays out in reality, with the skill of finding the quicker wet weather lines being rewarded with lap time. Graphically, the physics-based implementation of wet weather means how the water interacts with the track will be unique. There's no canned puddles here. Water will instead gather where it realistically would based on the actual track surface and how the water is dispersed by different cars running laps. The still shots make the graphical implementation of wet weather to iRacing look fantastic. I guess there remains a big question as to the impact this will have on computer performance. We might all be looking to upgrade our PCs soon. Offline, there will be the chance to dip your toe in the water, so to speak, with AI and test sessions fully compatible with wet weather running, including real-world based forecasted weather and bespoke timeline weather that you can schedule yourself. Are you excited by the rollout of the Tempest wet weather system, or are you scared stiff about the carnage that might follow? I'll be honest, I'm a bit of both, but let me know what you think in the comments. Now, the introduction of Tempest alone would represent an enormous shift in the iRacing service, but there's also a raft of other massive updates coming. As I called for in this video, the iRacing license structure is changing. The road license will now be split between sports cars and formula racing, meaning your iRating will be tailored in each specific discipline of road racing. That means if you're like me and you're quicker in single-seaters than you are in GT, you'll be matched with more even competition across both, rather than being frequently left out of your depth like I am in tin tops. I'm so pleased that they've pulled the trigger on this change. It should mean more competitive racing for everyone and more incentive to try your hand at a range of different car classes. Alongside this, big changes to the UI are highlighted, with a specific focus on improving the onboarding of players to the service. This is massively overdue, as I highlighted in this other video many months ago. I really hope the devs have nailed this, because for a premium service, the current initial user experience of iRacing can be baffling. And there are also teasers for improved HUD elements and a wider redesign of the whole iRacing UI, which again could equal big quality of life improvements for all of us. And then we come to new content. Two fantastic tracks will make their iRacing debuts in the shape of Lozano and Portimao, while for dirt fans, Millbridge Speedway in North Carolina arrives, as does the Micro Sprint car. It also seems an iRacing legend may be close to retirement. I'm talking about the current Dallara F3 car, which at a minimum will face fierce competition from the brand new Dallara 324, the car used in the Super Formula Light Series and the Euro Formula Open Championship. It's due to arrive as a Class C series, so it's going to be really interesting to see what this means for open wheel options on the service. In terms of existing content, there's big updates too. Now that iRacing has recaptured the IndyCar license, the Dallara IR18 will be getting updates to bring it in line with the 2024 season car, as will the NASCAR series. More broadly, NASCAR content will get a huge update in line with the release of NASCAR 2025. 4 tracks are being moved from paid-for content to be included with the base subscription. They are Oschersleben, Snetterton, Lebanon and Winton Motor Raceway, and the dev update also reassures us that the price point of the subscription is not increasing. So that's more content available with the base subscription, which should also mean more variability when it comes to the schedules of Rookie Series. And incredibly, there's even more to come later this year. More than 4 new GT3 models are teased alongside more endurance options. 2 UK circuits are being scanned and a rescan of Spa is scheduled. Sachsenring and Navarra will arrive in a future build. Single player career mode is unlikely to land in 2024 but is also in active development. Honestly, it takes quite a bit to motivate me to make a video late at night about this kind of thing. But this dev update is absolutely wild. I hope you're as excited about it as I am, and in the meantime, if you haven't already, check out my latest iRacing session that's up on screen now.